Hi, in this example, we will talk about how to use a drop-down list for values in Excel. For example, let's consider this spreadsheet. So this is a simple spreadsheet where you enter the products, for example, shirt, and then you enter the amount of the shirt, and then you enter the quantity, and then you get the subtotal and the total of the bill. So what if you wanted to, instead of the typing of the value, what if you wanted to have a drop down there? So that's very much possible by creating a lookup table. So I'll simply create a, a list of items here: shirt, shoes, etc. So we'll go to the cell where we want to create a list or a drop-down list and go to data and then go to data validation. Click on data validation, and then in this validation criteria, currently it's allowing any value to be inputted in this field, but we would want to use a list. So select the list. So the moment you select a list, we need to define the source for that list. So click on the up arrow and simply go from top to bottom by holding your left mouse button. So the range has been selected, and then you say done and done. You got a drop down here which can be filled up. Now, if you want to copy this drop down to the other fields, you can simply go there and then drag it down. Now, all your three columns can have the drop down list populated. So this is one way of creating a list or a drop down list. Now, what if I wanted to fill the amount as well automatically? Yes, we can do that. And I'll create another column which will be the amount column. For example, the shirt could be 50, shoes could be 100, trousers could be 120, and the books could be 20. So if I have this, I can use another feature of Excel, which is the lookup table or the VLOOKUP. So I'll say VLOOKUP. So I'm looking up the value in this cell, which is the trousers. And where am I looking for this value? I'm looking at this table array. So I select both the columns from top to bottom. Now, one important thing in this is make sure you go and change it to $N$4 or whatever is your row and cell value. And similarly, I'm actually using the shortcut called F4. So if I go to this value and say F4, it will automatically put a dollar. So it's actually saying that use the absolute range. So that's important. And which column I want to populate? I want to populate the second column. This is the first column. This is the second column because I wanted to look at the price. So I'll say 2. And the last is the range lookup. If you look at the comma, we need to have an exact match. So we need to select false. Otherwise, you're going to have wrong results. So always say false on this one. And then suddenly you have the amount as well. So if I drag it down, you have the amount of the product as well. So if I say shoes, the product changes. If I say shirts, the product, the amount changes. And similarly, I can change the products and I can simply put the quantities there. And then here we get the total. And this is nothing but simply a formula for amount multiplied by quantity and then taking a sum of that. I hope you found this information useful. Thank you very much for watching it, and I'll see you in the next one.